Do you know the biggest lie we were told about money? That to live well, you need to have it all. The luxury car, the huge house, the watches, five-star vacations, designer clothes, all at the same time. And if you don't have it all, well, you didn't make it. But there is a book that completely changed my perspective. It's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. And the most important lesson isn't how to invest or how to save. It's something deeper. It's that you have to choose where you want to be rich. In I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit doesn't talk about wealth as a number in the bank. He talks about what he calls your rich life, the rich life that is completely yours. We aren't talking about that influencer you follow on TikTok, not your neighbor's life driving a Cybertruck, or your parents who own at least 4 properties. It's your rich life. Because there are people who spend fortunes on cars and live happily, and there are people who drive the same car for 15 years and also live happily. Who is right? Simple, both of them are. Because money is not the goal, money is the tool, and you decide what you use it for. This is where I get personal. Clothing doesn't excite me. Honestly, to me, clothes are just something I have to wear daily because, well, I can't walk around the street naked. So, why would I spend a fortune on designer brands? But travel, that moves my soul. A plane ticket, a new city, a different culture. To me, that is worth every penny. Ramit has a name for this. He calls it spending guilt-free on what you love and cutting costs mercilessly on what you don't care about. It's not about living cheap, it's about living with intention. How many people do you know who pay for a gym they don't use, have a car they don't need, and then say they don't have money to travel, or to invest, or to stop hating their job? The money didn't just vanish, it went to things that didn't really matter to them. I used to spend a good percentage of my salary on clothes to look decent when I went out with my friends. If I was going to bars looking to meet a beautiful woman, I should at least look good to catch her attention. Or that was my argument. But then I felt my expenses were excessive. Sometimes I bought clothes I didn't even end up wearing. After reading this book, I started to cut back on things that simply didn't feel like a part of my rich life. This doesn't mean buying designer clothes is wrong. You might be a person who loves wearing designer labels. In that case, that is a specific expense you should allow yourself because it is your rich life. You just have to look at what you're spending on that you could cut back on significantly. Now, for the practical part. Because having a philosophy is fine, but without a plan, nothing happens. Ramit proposes something he calls an automated money system. The idea is simple. Before you can spend the money badly, it is already doing the right thing on its own. Here is how it works. Every time you get paid, the money is distributed automatically. A percentage goes to investments, another to savings, another to fixed costs, and the rest, what's left, is yours. You can spend it guilt-free, without a calculator and without stress. He suggests something like this: 60% for fixed costs, rent, food, bills. Then 10% for investments. Even if it's a little, start now. 10% for savings, emergencies, big goals, and 20% to spend on what you love, guilt-free. What does this mean for me? That I have that 20% clear, travel. And I don't feel bad about it, because the other 80% is already working. Ramit says something I find brutally honest. People who wait for the perfect moment to invest never invest. Ramit's system doesn't require you to be an expert. It doesn't require you to understand the stock market or read financial reports. It requires you to start. He recommends index funds. Without being too technical or letting this video turn into just another financial advice clip, what I find most relevant is the act of starting. Do you want to invest in the stock market? Open an account and start by investing $10 or $50. Want to invest in crypto? Set a reminder so that you invest $10 monthly in one of the strongest cryptocurrencies. It's about starting and maintaining your discipline when it comes to buying. Before I finish, I want to leave you with the question Ramit asks at the beginning of his book. A question that, if you truly answer it, can change how you see your money forever. What does your rich life look like? Is it time with your family? Is it traveling twice a year? Is it quitting your job at 45? Is it living in another city? Is it having a house by the beach? When you know the answer, money stops being the enemy. It becomes the path. You don't have to be rich in everything. You just have to be rich in what truly matters to you. We spend so much time feeling guilty about what we should be doing with our money rather than what we want to do. So, what is the one thing you feel guilty spending money on, even though it brings you genuine joy? Let's normalize guilt-free spending on the things that actually matter to us. Drop yours below.